G'day guys, it's Vulcan Camman here. How's it going? Sorry I haven't posted a video in a little while. I've had some more, personal stuff go on. I want to give you guys an update on a little problem I've been having with my bike. And I don't know if you guys are having the same problem with your bike, but my bike's got this insidious curse, what I like to call it, called the misreading speedometer curse. So basically, any vehicle made after 2010 has their speedo purposely reading fast, or reading faster than what you're really doing, to presumably stop you from speeding, which I honestly think is ridiculous, because it's simply about, just have a bit more self-control, people. Anyway, so my bike is about 7% too fast. So say if I'm on the highway and my speedo here reads, say, 100, my GPS speedo reads 93. So, the way I found out was I was riding with a group of mates one day, and they were doing the speed limit and I was doing the speed limit, but they were still leaving me behind. And we stopped at the next stop and they were grouching at me, saying, why weren't you keeping up, Brent? I said, well, I was doing the speed limit, so I don't know what the heck's going on. So I did a little test on my way home with my GPS speedo and found that my speedo was misreading by like 7%. So I thought, oh god. Right, okay, so what I ended up doing was I went on some Kawasaki, Vulcan S owner forums on Facebook, and they suggested to change the rear drive sprocket from a 46 tooth down to a 43. So I thought, okay, they said that should fix it, that should put your speedo right on the money. So I thought, okay, I'll give that a go. So I went to Kawasaki and got them to install the drive sprocket. But the problem is, when I went for a test ride, the speed was unchanged. It didn't do anything. So that confused the living crap out of everyone involved, including myself and the Kawasaki dealers and everything. So I went back on the Facebook and the forums, and I asked, that didn't work, what else can I try? And someone suggested SpeedoHealer, so a SpeedoHealer by Speedtech, I think they are. So I thought, okay, I'll give that a go. So now I purchased the SpeedoHealer from hurtlegear.com.au, link in the description if you want to buy it. Went to a friend of mine who's a motorcycle mechanic, and got him to try and install it. So he pulled the entire freaking bike apart. I'll put some photos up here, photos on screen. Yeah, that's what my bike looked like. Oh, stay green, thank you. Yeah, so he pulled the whole friggin' bike apart, and couldn't find where the SpeedoHealer connects onto. So I rang up Kawasaki and I asked them, we had this SpeedoHealer, but it doesn't fit on my bike. Can you guys shed some light? And they said, oh well, all Kawasaki models have the speed sensor. This is what they told me. All Kawasaki Vulcan S models have the speed sensor on the drive sprocket from the gearbox. So I thought, okay. So I took the drive sprocket cover off, and lo and behold, no speed sensor. So I questioned them about it, and they said, no, the 2018 model Kawasaki Vulcan S 650 has the speed sensor on the front sprocket. And I said, no, it doesn't. I've got photos to prove it. And I took my bike into their service center, and they took the front sprocket cover off and saw for themselves, oh wow, it doesn't have the speed sensor on the front sprocket. And I'm like, yeah, told ya. So what they ended up doing was they did a bit of research and found that that particular model, and found that models made after 2017 have ABS and have ABS brakes. So what Kawasaki has sneakily done is they've removed that speed sensor from the front sprocket and replaced it with the sensors that read the ABS brakes. So the bike reads the speed off that instead of the speed sensor on the front sprocket. So okay. So that was all dandy. Now that we both know, for future reference. Okay, so what do we do about the speed sensor? Speed healer, sorry, the SpeedoHealer. And they said, well, let's install it. Let's pull your bike apart and see if we can't install it. So anyway, we tried to install it, but found that the plugs don't match. So that so I contacted Hurtle Gear and told them the situation, and they asked me to send some photos through and stuff like that. And then they sent it. Hurtle Gear were just marvelous with this, so huge shout out to Hurtle Gear. So then what they did was they lost my train of thought. Give me a minute. They sent the information through to their supplier at Speed. What is it? Friggin'. I'll subtitle it. I had a brain fart. I can't remember what it was called. And they got back to me saying, "Oh, we mistakenly supplied you with the wrong unit for your bike. So we deeply apologise, and we'll be happy to exchange it for you." Oh, come on. Well, they said we'll be happy to exchange it for you, free of charge, which was awesome. So they sent me out a return package to send back the wrong one. And now presumably I have the right one, the one that's meant for my bike. And Hurtle Gear said they had to update their database so that mistake hopefully wouldn't happen again. So a huge shout out to Hurtle Gear for being so helpful and supportive in this, excuse the pun, getting over this hurdle. Yeah, so yeah, massive shout out to Hurtle Gear. So I'll leave a link in the description for so any of you guys want to purchase anything from Hurtle Gear. They've got tons and tons of gear. I got this RAM mount from them, and their prices are very competitive, so you'll get a good deal from them. Yeah, so at the moment I'm on my way to my mate's place to get the. Oh, come on, mate, make up your mind. Yeah, so, sorry, I'm on my way now to my mate's place to hopefully get the correct speed healer installed, and I'll do a little test with my GPS speedo once it is installed, and fingers crossed. I can't really cross my fingers with my gloves on, but fingers crossed, my speedo should be reading accurately now. So anyway, sorry about all this talking and whatnot. Yeah, I'll catch up with you guys in a minute when I have the Speedo healer installed, and give you guys an update. So I'll see you back in a bit. I mean, honestly, if it was there's one more thing I want to say. If my Speedo was like maybe 2 or 3 kilometers out, I honestly wouldn't be bothering with this stuff. But 7 kilometers is a bit excessive. My last bike, it's better than my other bike. That little Virago that I used to have, it was out by friggin' 9 kilometers. So if I was doing 100, I was really doing 91. And that was annoying. Oh, I got grouched up by my mates majorly for that. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so this is my mate's workshop at Total Bike Care. His name's Paul. I'll leave a link in the description for his website too. So he's pretty much a Swiss Army knife when it comes to you know, makes and models and whatnot that he can repair, and he also, you know, repairs like ATVs and UTVs and stuff like that. So yeah, he's a really knowledgeable mechanic. So yeah, anyway, I'll just go in and see him, and I'll get back to you guys in a minute. G'day guys, just give you an update. I got the SpeedoHealer installed. Now my mate basically just told me to do a bit of fine tune. Fuck, that sun is so fucking bright, I can't see a damn thing. Anyway, so my mate told me to just do a bit of experimentation with it, and just use my phone's GPS and just fine-tune it more or less. So he said that he got it, you know, pretty close, but I'll jump on the highway and just see. But he said that it might need a bit more of bit of a play around and just adjusting and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, anyway, we'll get on the highway when these lights eventually turn green and have a look-see. 64, 65, oh, it's pretty freaking close. Yeah, look at that, 65. It's pretty freaking close. I might only have to adjust it like one. 94, 95. Yeah, both of them are on. It's really freaking close. It's only like maybe 1 kilometer off. I probably won't need to adjust it. Yeah, look at that. I'll get to 100. Yeah, look at that. Smack bang on 100. Yeah! Yeah! Fuck you, misreading Speedo curse. You are gone! I'm a pretty happy creature right now, I can tell you that, guys. So a huge shout out to Paul at Total Bike Care. I'll leave a link in the description. You can check it. You can check his workshop out. Also a shout out to Hurtle Gear for helping me through this difficult situation. Yeah. So that's how you fix the misreading Speedo curse.